Yes,
Good evening, sir.
Yes, good evening. Let me start basic introduction.
Yes, sir. Sir, I am Subodh Mandal. I am from Jalpaiguri of West Bengal. I have completed my graduation from University of North Bengal, and then I have completed my post graduation from Indian Institute of Technology, ROPAR. Since 4 years, I have been preparing for the geoscientist exam, that means UPSC CGSE. This was my fourth attempt and first interview. My hobby is singing and traveling, sir.
Yes, good. Next one is, how do you feel about UPSC? Describe.
Okay, sir. So UPSC is a very famous and renowned institute. It works to recruit all India candidates from all India for the all India service and to some central services. And so it is a constitutional body of India. That's it, sir. And in Indian Constitution, it includes in part 14 of Indian Constitution. Sir.
Yes, why will you become a scientist B in a UPSC?
The role of a scientist in society is a very
Yes, it's not a role.
future and
I'm
past
asking
of
about the
the
why will you become a scientist B in a UPSC, GSI?
system.
Yes, describe.
Because I joined to become a geoscientist because sir, the Geological Survey of India runs a very large project, and it has a lot of research centers all over India, and a lot of machines, different diverse machines are there in the lab of the GSI, from which I can learn and I can groom myself from and the Geological Survey of India collabs with both private and other renowned institutions. Interdisciplinary research can also be learned. I can learn from it. That's question.
Yes, what's the role of GSI in a UPSC?
And GSI mainly explores different kinds of minerals all over India. And sir, it for the climate change, it also can have a diverse role. They uh, they work on it, sir. And in case of ocean exploration, it also they works in it, sir.
Yes, what the difference between GSI and ASI?
The Archaeological Survey of India, that means the ASI, they mainly works to discover a different kind of civilization and tries to find out the history of India. And the Geological Survey of India works to find out a different kind of minerals from all over India, sir. Um,
Yes, what's the role of GSI in a other department? Like, yes, one other question is, which ministry under of GSI?
Ministry of Mines.
Yes, can you describe Ministry of Mines? Which type work for our nation?
The Ministry of Mines uh, manages the existing minerals, and they try to use properly and sustainably and to distribute the minerals all over India, sir. And sir, they distribute minerals in such a way that every state we can gain a large opportunity, and they also export different kinds of minerals from India to the foreign countries. If in case of to import, it also import some radioactive or fuel the mines from all over the world.
Yes, you did pass MSc from IITs in since 2020. I think, yes, I'm right.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Why you didn't join PhD in any IIT and good institute in our country? What the reason?
I think, sir, I have too much of the reasons for it, sir. Primarily, the stipends given to the scholars is a very less in comparison to the workload. Secondly, sir, it gives me opportunity to contribute for the society for 5 years. But Geological Survey of India gives me the opportunity to contribute for my society for 30 years. Sir. This is the reason. And thirdly, sir, after doing a PhD, the other the opportunity is very less compared to I didn't go for PhD, sir.
Yes, your background is chemistry. What the role of chemist? Yeah, chemistry in GSI, no, UPSC
Yes, sir.
organization.
Chem- yes, sir. Chemist's role to analyze different kind of minerals quantitatively and qualitatively. I heard from my from a geoscientist of the geological survey of India that a chemist should the chemist should analyze at least 300 samples per month, sir, and their role to attend a different kind of conferences regarding interdisciplinary scientific topics, and they should think about kind of conference, and they should give their views for the scientific development in India regarding geoscience. Um, yes, sir. That's it, sir.
Yes, suppose you will be selected in a UPSC as a scientist B.
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Yes, sir.
So how do you see after 10 to 15 years in UPSC, GSI?
I will try to become a senior scientist so that to become a senior scientist, my focus will be to analyze more than 300 samples per month, sir. My target is to analyze 350 samples per month. And sir, I will go for PhD, part-time PhD with my job as prescribed by the Geological Survey of India. I will take suggestions and recommendations that in which topic I will go for PhD into geoscience, geochemistry, so that my analytical skill will be more developed and more accurate in that topic, sir. So I will try it, sir.
Yes, good. Next one, suppose if you will be selected in UPSC GSI as a scientist B and A grade officer, what are the major challenges will you face during your life, personal and professional? So how will you manage them? Can you describe?
Yes, sir. I heard from my friends of they are the geoscientists
Yes.
that is some previous labs of the Geological Survey of India does not cannot provide sufficient instruments. So, sir, this is the problem of the internal the department, and they should travel from one lab to other from the lab. They should change the state for the for analysis of the minerals. So it will be the difficulty for me. And secondly, sir, if I being posted in other states, then primarily cultural and environmental or weathering conditions will can be slightly different from my home state. So primarily I have to adjust. So this may be, I think, some difficulties. And fooding also they can be different. So can adjust to the food habits I have done my MSc from IIT ROPAR. That means Anjad. So I have habits also.
Yes, good. Next one is, what is scientist? What the role of scientists in our country? What are the major challenges
Scientists,
of scientists in our country?
yes, sir. Sir, I think, sir, in India, very clever and skilled scientists are in India. There is no problem of the talent in India, but the problem is the investment in the science research department. Sir, due to developing countries, as a developing countries, India can invest a little amount as compared to the developed countries. So this is the major challenge for Indian scientists to make a huge development in science. Secondly, sir, the instrumental problem. Instruments are very poor in comparison to the European countries, sir. Sometimes in our I observed in IIT that one or two machines, very costly machines are there, but they are in bad conditions, sir. So this is the other the problem. And thirdly, sir, in our country, scientists does not have sufficient does not get sufficient this respect from the society. That but they are working hardly, very hardly, sir, and they are getting a very low amount of uh, salary, sir. This is the major problem, I think, sir.
Yes. What are the major responsibility of scientists in our organization like DRDO, ISRO, CPCB, GSI? Can you describe?
Yes, sir, I couldn't understand the question, sir. Can
Yes.
you
First is
repeat your
you talked what is scientist? Yes. What the major
yes,
responsibility
sir.
of scientists in our country? Like government organization is example is ISRO, DRDO, BRC,
Yes,
GSI, CPCB. Can you describe?
yes, sir. Yes, sir. The scientists have a vast role in our society or or for the reputed institutions. They develop the existing instruments or existing the um, technologies, um, mainly, and they also contribute to the private companies like Tata and Birla, um, and the and there and in they um, uh, apart from that, sir, different kind of innovative or innovation they can be innovations can be done by the scientists, sir. Um, that's it, sir.
Yes, suppose presently you are a scientist in GSI. Yes.
Yes,
So presently, so more problem in Delhi is regarding to air pollution and water pollution.
yes, sir.
As a scientist, what are the suggestions from your side how to remove it? This type of problem from our society, Delhi
Yes,
and
sir.
NCR.
When yes, sir. In the Delhi, different kind of pollution can be observed. For example, solid, liquid, and gaseous pollution can be observed. Sir, for gaseous pollution, I think, sir, um, the the gases can be um, purified from the sources. That means the industry. Fossil the precipitator can be used, and sir, before um, emitting the gases can be purified by electrical method or some BS model or sir chemical treatment. The secondly, sir, for the solid waste can be treated as a two types. One is, sir, organic solid waste and inorganic solid waste. Organic solid waste can be reapplied to the agriculture in terms of fertilizer or the organic fertilizer, and the inorganic solid waste can be treated um, by chemically or biochemically, sir. And thirdly, sir, the water can be treated by the different kind of phenomena. For example, water treatment are done by chemical and biological. Chemical treatment are uh, chemicals are treated to recover to um, make the water um, in the range of suitable BOD or COD. And the biological treatment are carried out can be carried out by various kind of um, uh, uh, biochemical treatment can be done to eliminate various kinds of the bacteria or fungus, etc. etc.
Yes. Next one is what is your water treatment? What is water treatment? Do you have any idea about water treatment?
Yes, sir. Water treatment is a process by which the wastewater can be purified and they are and the rest of the waste are eliminated from the water and drained to the river. This is called water treatment, sir.
What the difference between pH of water is simple drinking water, distilled water, industry water, chemical industry water, and farming water. What the difference?
So for the drinking water, the pH is around 7, and for agricultural purpose, the different pH of water can be used for legume like the plants. The pH may be in maybe basic, slightly basic. The pH becomes 7.5, and in case of the berry plants, the vegetation, the pH of water should be below 7. That means 6 or 6.5, etc. Sir. The rainwater, the pH is mainly, sir, in the acidic region. That means, sir, 6 or 6.5. But if it is say acid rain, then the pH becomes below the 5.4 pH. Sir.
Yes, good. Yes, some question regarding to GS. Yes. What is geography? What the main
Yes,
application
sir.
of geography?
And geography helps us to find out the location of art, primarily, sir. Secondly, sir, the geography can be used to the mapping of a country or the oceanic, deep oceanic mapping can be carried out by which we can identify any locations of it from it, sir. And mineral deposition can be also be analyzed by mapping. Fourthly, sir, I think, sir, geography can be used for cli- climate management or weathering management system. Fifthly, sir, the earthquake or natural disaster can be managed by geography, sir.
What the beneficial point of geography and geology in our society? Any 5, 10 point?
I think, sir, geography and geology are basically same, but a little bit difference is there in there. Geography came from actually such geology, sir. Geology can be used for planet science or earth science or climatology, etc., sir. And geography is used is a branch of geology, I think, sir. Mainly, a mapping idea can be done by geography, sir.
ये जियोलॉजी और ज्योग्राफी के अकॉर्डिंग हम बात करते हैं, अर्थ को हम डिस्कस करते हैं। फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल हम डिस्कस करते हैं अर्थ। क्या है अर्थ? व्हाट इज अर्थ?
Earth is a planet of a solar system, and it is not too much far from the sun, or not too much close to the sun. So in this case, the ideal condition to generate the life is very um, suitable for in Earth. Thirdly, sir, um, it has different kind of layers of the art. For example, core, mantle, and the art crust, etc., sir. And um, uh, it has the atmosphere can be classified in different layers. For example, troposphere, stratosphere, magnetosphere, or ionosphere, etc. And the oceans can be also be classified in the different the way. Oceanography is also happening here, and the main difference, the main special thing of Earth is it has a large amount of water that differentiates it from other planets of the universe.
यस, अर्थ के कितने पार्ट हैं, कैसे डिफाइन करेंगे आप?
The Earth का sir, three part can be told, primarily the core, mantle, and crust.
यस, डिस्क्राइब कीजिए वन वन।
Okay, sir.
क्रस्ट, मेंटल, कोर।
The core, yes, sir. The highest temperature can be observed in the core, and the state of material cannot be cannot be is not this part of the art is not explored too much, and nobody does not know the state of the matter present in this core. It is uh, it the different kind of explorations are carried out in this regard. The mental is the semi solid or semi liquid. That means both states can be present in this region. The heat evolved in the mental, they came from the radioactive materials present in it, and the convection current is happening there. That's why the movement among the geological plates are happening. So the collisions between the two or more plates is happening. So different kind of landform is happening. The earth crust is the coldest part of the earth. It has the soil part into it. The plant growth is happening to it. It is a medium of grow of plants. And sir, um, uh, yes, sir. I think, sir, the core is around the radius of the core is around 1,000 yeah, 1,000 kilometer, and the mantle is in around 2,500 kilometers, and the earth crust is extended to 100 kilometers average.
इस क्रस्ट पे सबसे ज्यादा कौन सी गैस पाई जाती है?
Gas, nitrogen, sir.
नाइट्रोजन अर्थ पे पाई जाती है, क्रस्ट पे?
लास्ट में सर ऑक्सीजन.
यस. हिस्ट्री का मेन एप्लीकेशन क्या है? यस, व्हाट द सिलेबस ऑफ यूपीएससी जीएसआई प्री इन जीएस?
Yes, sir.
हाउ मेनी टॉपिक?
History, geography, Indian polity, economy, current affairs, uh, uh, environmental science, physics, chemistry, biology, international relationship, social issues, etc. Sir. And chemistry.
Yes, what the application of history? How do you feel about history?
Yes, sir. History is a very good subject. It deals with past of our country and the world. In our past, we have done a lot of mistakes from which we can learn from it to rectify our the future and present. So this is the rule of history. And in our past, we have constructed a lot of tourism. So for tourist purpose, it is also important for us. There are importance can be understood from history, sir. This is the main. And thirdly, sir, geopolitical issues can be understood from the history, sir. International relationship, etc. Sir. Whatever is happening in our world, they are all connected with the history, sir.
Ancient, medieval, and modern.
Yes, sir.
Next one is political. Polity. What the main application of polity? In
Yeah, polity has, sir, a wide role in our society, sir. For primarily, polity gives us the um, yes, sir. Polity mainly applicable to for international relationship and interstate or relationship. political thoughts can be used for Indian judiciary system. And sir, in our day-to-day life, the public relationship also can be understood well understood by the policy, sir.
What is Indian Constitution? What is the main application of Indian Constitution in our society?
Yes, sir. Indian Constitution gives us justice for every person of India, and sir, the Constitution used in two matters. One is civil matters, and secondly is criminal matters, sir. Indian Constitution also gives us equality in social, political, and um, economical way. And sir, it also um, it deals with the social, um, republic, uh, democratic, etc. Sir.
Yes, Indian Constitution. Yes. What is fundamental rights and fundamental duty? What's the difference?
Sir, fundamentals means, sir, those rights, the rights that we deserve from the uh, from the government, or from the government. And to get those rights, we have to every person they should do something. That means they should do some duty, the mandatory duties, sir. These duties are called fundamental duties, and the necessary rights are called fundamental rights.
Yes. Which article mentioned in Indian Constitution as a UPSC?
The fundamental rights is are I think, sir, part 3 of Indian Constitution, from Article 12 to Article 35, is included in the fundamental rights. And in case of fundamental duty, it is included in the part 4A. The article number is 51A, sir.
Yes, good. Next, move on. The next topic is economics. What is economics and what the difference between economics and economy?
Yes, sir. The economics deals with the dynamic and static um, flow of money and the wealth or property. This deals with the these are examined or analyzed by the economy. It has the two parts. Economics. Economics has the two parts. One is microeconomics, and the other is macroeconomics. Microeconomics deals with just like the market equilibrium, and sir, the demand and supply, etc. Sir. And the macroeconomy deals with uh, the vast portion uh, in the vast way. For example, inflation or poverty or social issues are described or explained in the macroeconomics. Mainly, sir, macroeconomics is called, sir, economy, sir. It is used to understand the state policy, different kind of economic policy, etc.
Yes. History, economy, polity, geography. Yes. Next is also a environment topic in general science. What is environment?
Whatever beside us, beside us or around us is us around is the environment, sir.
How many types of environment?
Uh, Environment deals with different kind of parts. For example, sir, ozone depletion or the wild or biodiversity or ecology, etc.
Yes. What the difference? What is a greenhouse effect?
Yes, sir.
Greenhouse effect. Greenhouse effect.
Yes, sir. Greenhouse effect means, sir, when sun ray or radiation comes to the earth and penetrates to the troposphere, the molecular energy increases. The shorter wavelength comes to the troposphere, but when the carbon dioxide concentration is large in atmosphere, the larger wavelength the waves of the radiation, they cannot go back to the mm, atmosphere or back to the space, cannot go back to the space. So the temperature of the earth becomes higher. This phenomena is called the greenhouse effect.
What is global warming?
Due to the increased concentration of carbon dioxide or water vapor, the temperature of the earth is becoming higher. This is called, sir, the global warming, sir.
What is carbon emission?
Okay, sir. For our fuel purpose, we combust different kind of fuels, carbon or hydrogen containing fuel. So it combusts in the presence of oxygen and it gives the carbon dioxide. This is called carbon emission, sir.
What is black carbon?
Sorry, sir, I forgot, sir.
Carbon dating?
Carbon dating means, sir, with the help of carbon 14, we use the half life of the carbon 14 that gives the nitrogen after emission of the beta radiation. So by this using this property, we can calculate the age of the living the dead body. So this is called the carbon dating technique.
Ozone layer. What the application of ozone layer? What are the drawback limitation of ozone layer in global level?
Ozone layer protects the Earth from the ultraviolet radiation. It reflects the lower wavelength radiation, and so this is the main importance of ozone layer, sir. And the limitation may be a very low quantity of ultraviolet radiation is falls on the earth. It cannot 100% reflect the ultraviolet radiation, sir.
Yes, good. Today is good work from your side. Next day we will discuss in the next final mock. Thank you. Thank you so much. Good night. Take care.
Thanks, sir. Can I leave it, sir? Leave, sir?
Yes, yes.